There's a special magic inside those old 8-bit game consoles. Simplicity and creativity thrived within their limited hardware. Worlds were painted in a handful of colors, and beeping soundtracks became legendary. These games demanded precision, imagination, and patience. The controller's just a D-pad and 2 buttons, enough for epic adventures. Our imaginations filled in the gaps, turning blocky sprites into heroes. These consoles weren't just machines, they were gateways to other worlds. Hours melted away as we shared secrets and built friendships around them. Holding one now, it's not just nostalgia, it's a time machine packed with memories. Restoring one of these icons, that's a magic I can't resist. Every restoration starts with a hunt, a search for a console with a story. It's not just about finding any old piece of hardware, it's about discovering something with a soul, a past, and a little bit of mystery. The thrill begins long before the first screw is turned or the first circuit is tested. It starts with the anticipation, the hope that you'll stumble upon a forgotten gem hiding in plain sight. Flea markets, garage sales, and online listings are treasure troves for forgotten tech. Each table and listing is a potential goldmine filled with relics from another era. You never know what you'll find. Sometimes it's a rare console, other times it's a box of mismatched controllers and tangled wires. The hunt is unpredictable, and that's what makes it so exciting. I found this one at a swap meet, buried under grime and tangled cords. It was easy to overlook, just another relic among the piles of old electronics. But something about it caught my eye, a certain weight, a familiar shape, a memory from childhood. I could almost hear the faint echoes of games played long ago. The seller called it junk, but I saw potential, a machine waiting for a second chance. Where others saw a lost cause, I saw a challenge and an opportunity to bring something back to life. The scratches and missing pieces only added to its character, telling a silent story of years gone by. Scuffed, missing parts, and neglected, it was perfect for a challenge. The more battered it looked, the more determined I became to restore it. There's a certain beauty in imperfection, and every flaw hinted at the adventures this console had seen. The thrill is in the rescue, not just the find. Negotiating with the seller, feeling the weight of the console in your hands, imagining the possibilities. It's all part of the experience. You're not just buying an object, you're investing in a story, a piece of gaming history that deserves another shot. You haggle, make the deal, and walk away with a piece of history. There's a sense of accomplishment in that moment, knowing you've saved something from being lost forever. The real work is just beginning, but the first victory is yours. The mystery of what's wrong is half the fun. Each console comes with its own set of puzzles, missing screws, corroded contacts, or maybe something more mysterious lurking inside. You never know what you'll find until you open it up and start exploring. Each console is a puzzle box, and the journey begins the moment you decide its story isn't over. Every repair is a step into the unknown, a chance to learn something new, and to breathe life back into a forgotten legend. You're not just buying old hardware, you're adopting a legacy. These machines were once the center of someone's living room, the source of countless memories and late-night gaming sessions. Now, it's your turn to care for them, to honor their past and ensure their future. You become its caretaker and champion. Every bit of dust you wipe away, every part you replace, is a tribute to the people who played and loved this console before you. It's a responsibility, but also a privilege. The transformation from forgotten junk to revived legend is about to start. With patience, skill, and a little bit of luck, this console will shine again, ready to create new memories for years to come. And I'm ready for it. The journey from dust to glory is never easy, but it's always worth it. Let's see what stories this console still has to tell. Back in the workshop, assessment is the first step. I examine the case for cracks, missing screws, and signs of wear. Ports and cartridge slots get a close look. Grime and corrosion tell their own stories. Photos document every angle for reference. Disassembly is careful. Old plastic can be brittle. Inside, I check for dust, corrosion, and obvious damage. This console was dirty but not destroyed, a good sign. The motherboard looked promising, with only minor corrosion. Diagnosis: severe neglect, but a strong chance for recovery. Now, the deep clean begins. Plastic parts soak in soapy water, then get scrubbed with a soft brush and toothbrush. Years of grime vanish, revealing the original color beneath. Everything is rinsed and air-dried, no moisture allowed. Electronics get a careful dusting with compressed air and an anti-static brush. Metal parts and connectors are cleaned with isopropyl alcohol. The cartridge connector gets special attention to prevent future glitches. Every piece, down to the last screw, is spotless. The console is prepped for the real repairs. With everything clean and ready, it's time to dive into diagnostics. This is where the real detective work begins, uncovering the hidden issues that have been plaguing this retro console for years. The multimeter is my main tool, checking voltages, continuity, and resistance across the board. It's like a stethoscope for electronics, letting me listen in on the health of each component. I start with the power regulator since power issues are a common culprit in old hardware. The output is low and unstable, a classic failure that can prevent the console from even turning on or cause it to crash unexpectedly. That's a clear target for replacement. A faulty regulator can send the whole system into chaos, so it's always one of the first things I check. Next, I check the power and reset switches. The reset switch is intermittent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That kind of inconsistency can be frustrating for any gamer, and it's a sign the switch is wearing out. Visual inspection is just as important as electrical testing. I spot a few swollen capacitors, bulging at the top, leaking slightly. These are telltale signs of aging components that can cause all sorts of unpredictable problems, from video glitches to total system failure. These aging parts are ticking time bombs. Left unchecked, they can damage other components or even make the console unrepairable. I jot down a list: voltage regulator, reset switch, and a full set of capacitors. Each item is a step closer to bringing this console back to life. Each faulty part is a clue, and together they form the repair plan. It's like piecing together a puzzle, where every broken component tells a story about the console's past. This detective work is what makes restoration so satisfying. There's a thrill in tracking down each fault, knowing that with patience and skill, I can give this machine a second chance. With the culprits identified, it's time to gather new parts. Sourcing quality replacements is crucial. Modern equivalents must match the originals to preserve the console's performance and feel. The console's future is looking brighter. With fresh components ready, I can almost imagine the familiar startup chime and classic games springing back to life. The real surgery is about to begin. Time to roll up my sleeves and bring this piece of gaming history back from the brink. Now for the technical heart of the restoration: component replacement. Soldering iron ready, I swap out the reset switch for reliability. Each old capacitor is carefully desoldered and replaced, watching polarity. The voltage regulator gets a new, stable replacement. Every joint is checked for strength and precision. This is focused, methodical work. Each fix breathes new life into the console. The motherboard now looks and feels renewed. With all new parts in place, I inspect every connection. The console is ready for reassembly. Reassembly is where the console becomes whole again. Clean shells, a healthy motherboard, and organized screws make the process smooth. The board is secured, RF shielding reinstalled, and buttons slotted into place. Photos from disassembly guide tricky steps. The cartridge slot and door mechanism are checked for smooth operation. The two halves snap together with a satisfying click. Final screws go in, and the console feels solid, almost new. It's no longer a pile of parts, but a complete machine. The anticipation builds. Will it work? Only one way to find out. This is the moment of truth. After hours of cleaning, troubleshooting, and careful assembly, everything comes down to this single action. The anticipation is electric. My hands hover over the console, feeling the weight of nostalgia and excitement. Years of memories all tied to this little machine flash through my mind as I prepare to bring it back to life. Console in place, cables connected, and a classic cartridge inserted. Every detail matters. The satisfying click of the cartridge, the snug fit of the cables, the familiar look of the setup. It's a ritual for anyone who grew up with these systems, and it never loses its magic. I press the power button, heart pounding. There's a split second of hesitation, a silent hope that all the work will pay off. The tactile feel of the button, the soft click, is a small but powerful moment. The red LED glows to life. It's a tiny light, but it means everything. It signals that the console is waking up, ready to transport me back in time. For a second, just static. Then, the title screen bursts onto the TV. The familiar graphics appear, pixelated and perfect, just as I remember. It's a rush of relief and excitement all at once. The music plays, bright and nostalgic. Those chiptune melodies instantly transport me back to childhood afternoons spent in front of the TV, controller in hand, lost in adventure. The sound is crisp, echoing through the room like a time machine. It works. The controller is responsive. The game runs perfectly. Every button press feels just right, and the gameplay is as smooth as ever. It's proof that all the effort was worth it. All the effort pays off in this instant. The satisfaction is overwhelming. There's nothing quite like reviving a piece of gaming history and seeing it work flawlessly. It's more than just fixing a machine, it's reviving a legend. This console carries stories, laughter, and challenges from decades past. Restoring it is like bringing a cherished friend back to life. I'm connected to the past, to my own memories, and to the joy these consoles bring. Each game, each sound, each pixel is a bridge to simpler times and shared experiences. This little box, once destined for the trash, is alive again. The resurrection is complete. The legend lives on, ready to create new memories for years to come. Why restore these old consoles? It's about more than nostalgia. In a disposable world, restoration is an act of rebellion. It says history matters. These machines are artifacts from the dawn of digital entertainment. Preserving them keeps our collective memory alive. Restoration is about learning, sharing, and connecting with the past. Emulation is great, but nothing matches the feel of the real hardware. Anyone can start, just be curious and willing to learn. Every project teaches patience and skill. Bringing old tech back to life is deeply rewarding. So find your own forgotten console and start your resurrection story.